in YouTube. Okay. Okay, we have 40 minutes. Hello, Nelusa.
Hello, Pipa. Nice
It
to see
is,
you.
yeah, unexpectedly, I got your mail with zero notice. And okay, I'm free today. I just arrived home when I got your message. And then, okay, it is very good time to update what we didn't talk for a long time. I think the time flies. You agree with me? Because last time that we celebrate Christmas together, and after that, in so far is almost 3 months after New Year's, and that's mean
Yeah,
we are getting old. We are getting old.
we are getting not old. We are getting close to our mission.
Our mission. Yeah, yeah.
Our
Okay.
destination, let's say like that. So we are
Yes.
still on the journey. So we are just enjoying our
Yeah,
traveling.
yeah. That is the things like a fate of the humanity. We have the different things. Like last time we talked in our program parenting, you mentioned about human being. Every human being is quite unique. That
Yeah,
is what
exactly.
your words that I remember, because when we mention one child like a David, yeah, he quite unique. And even himself, when the time passed by, he also changed. And last time, when he popped up, that is quite amazing. When you drove to somewhere and he sit on the rear side, and then he popped up and he said, "Answer your big question. What does he love to get from your mom?" The first attention, right? Love and the time to play with them.
And respect.
And yeah, and respect. That is what from his heart, because it's, I guess that is improvising, right? Improvising totally.
Is maybe he's improvising, maybe not, but one sure thing I know, attention he needs. Always when he comes from the school, he comes and he's kissing me and is telling me, "I love you. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Would you like to watch a movie with me? Would you like to do something with me?" I mean, yeah, that's mean time and care with him, attention. I mean, to give him attention. He wants always to watch movies with me or to do something together. So that's mean to give him attention. Look, I'm here. I'm with you. We are doing something together.
Yeah, and one of four of his answers that impressed me. I never expect to hear from a small child. It is respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I never expect, because respect is the things people always think when adults get together. And for the small child, yeah, of the 5 years old, yeah, respect, that's mean it's a big word for me when I listen deeply to his answer. Because when we look at the small child, we think he like a small child, and he love to play, just play and be naughty. But respect, this is something from the deepest of his heart. That is a big word. So as a life coach, Nelusa, could you please tell me why a small child, like he expressed for his heart about the respect when his mom asked him about what he loved to get. That is one out of the four answer he gave to you that day.
Yes. Well, respect and what he was asking is because, as you know, we human beings, we are coming with a knowledge and with behaviors, and from where we have these behaviors? Well, of course, from our families, from our culture, from our society. So probably David heard many times in my house about respect. And not only he heard, but he saw it. I mean, because always when I'm going with him, I'm giving respect to the people. I mean, I'm respecting for who they are. And also I'm telling to him, we have to respect people. And not only I'm telling him, but I'm showing him how to respect people, how to say good morning, thank you, and stuff like that. So respect comes first of all from the family. I mean, from the behavior of the family. And also by nature, because we have in ourselves, we have a light. Whatever people think or believe in, whatever religion they came from, they have a light inside of them. And that light we can also transform in respect, because we all feel and want to be respected and to respect the other people too. So automatically my son knows these things from inside of him, not only because I show it to him, but also because he's a human being, is a creation of God, is a creation of something. So automatically, we all humans beings, we have this respect in our mind, in our soul, in our heart. Just sometimes we're not realizing these things, but is in us. Maybe we don't know that the word is call it respect, but we feel that we want to be respected. So even if he's a child, if he's even an animal wants respect by action. An animal will never come to you to tell you, or your dog will never come to tell you, hey, Pippa, give me respect, because he can't speak, but he can feel. Because also animals was also creation of God, you know.
Okay.
So if an animal feel and want respect, how a child can't feel that he wants respect. And we should respect children, because we have so many lessons from them. And one of the lessons from children are actually the forgiveness. Who teach us to forgive? Who? Children. If you remember, maybe when your child made a mistake or something like that, we call mistake, but are just challenges. So maybe he broke something, or maybe he said something badly to you or something like that. After a while, he came and he said, I'm sorry, forgive me. No? And also he's not staying upset all day. Maybe you educated him. Maybe sometimes you didn't, how to say, maybe you disciplined him sometimes. And you see, maybe he was angry 5 minutes or sad. But after 5 minutes, what happened with your child? Came back to you. He's not saying, my father, I forgave you. No, he's not saying these things. He's acting like, okay, never happened. Nothing happened. Everything is fine. My father still loves me. So those are the things which are learning from the kids, to forgive people. So that's why we should respect kids, because they actually are our teachers. Even it sounds crazy maybe for majority of the people, but actually children are teaching you lots of lessons. And one of the biggest lessons is forgiveness. And that's what I was learning from David too. Many times I was raising my voice sometimes to him, because I'm a human being too. But he always forgave me. Sometimes I was asking forgiveness, and usually always I'm asking, but he showed me that he forgives me and was a child, and I didn't need to tell him. So by nature, a child knows about respect. And after from parents, from grandparents, from culture, from society.
Okay. May I talk what you just said in brief in Thai to my audience? Yeah.
Of course.
ครับท่านผู้ชมครับก็วันนี้เนลูซ่านะครับโค้ชเนลูซ่าจริงๆพื้นเพเธอเนี่ยเป็นคนโรมาเนียนะครับแล้วก็มาอยู่ที่ฝรั่งเศส ก็ประมาณสัก5 ชั่วโมงที่แล้วนะครับเธอก็นัดว่าเดี๋ยววันนี้เรามาคุยกันดีกว่านะครับก็ผมถามนะครับว่าเดวิดนะฮะเดวิดเนี่ยก็คือลูกชายซึ่งก็ผมได้ดูคลิปของเดวิดเนี่ยเมื่อประมาณต้นปีนะครับเขาขับรถกันไปนะครับแล้วก็ถามเดวิดนะครับว่าอะไรที่เดวิดอยากจะได้นะครับเดวิดก็ตอบไป4 ข้อนะครับอันที่1นะครับก็คือ attention นะครับเด็กๆเนี่ยต้องการเอาใจใส่นะครับแล้วต้องการ love นะฮะต้องการความรักนะครับอันที่3นะครับต้องการ time ต้องการเวลานะครับที่ผู้ปกครองเนี่ยจะต้องไปดูแลเขาแล้วอันที่4นะครับก็คือ respect นะครับก็คือเรื่องของเอ่อการให้ความเคารพซึ่งผมก็บอกในลูซ่านะครับว่ามัน exceed my expectation เมื่อเดวิดบอกว่า respect นะครับผมก็เลยถามว่าเขาเห็นอย่างไรในฐานะที่เป็น life coach นะครับคำว่า respect เนี่ยเรามักจะคาดหวังนะครับว่าผู้ใหญ่จะต้องให้ความเคารพซึ่งกันและกันแต่สำหรับเด็กตัวเล็กๆนะครับอายุ5-6 ขวบเนี่ยเขามีคำว่า respect เนี่ยที่เขา express เขาแสดงออกมาจากข้างในนะครับเขาก็บอกว่าเขาก็สอนนะครับสอนเดวิดแต่สิ่งหนึ่งที่ผมไม่เกินความคาดหมายคือเขาบอกว่าเขาโชว์ให้ดูนะครับเขาเป็นโรลโมเดลให้ลูกนะครับเขาทำให้ดูสิ่งนี้นะครับเป็นสิ่งที่ผมว่ามันเป็นเรื่องที่สำคัญนะครับพ่อแม่จะต้องทำให้ดูนะครับแล้วก็มีบ้างนะครับที่อาจจะต้องให้วินัยกับเขาใช้คำว่า discipline นะครับ discipline แล้วเขาก็บอกว่าการที่เราให้ความเคารพนะครับมันต้องมาจากความรู้สึกจริงๆนะครับแล้วก็บอกว่าสิ่งที่สำคัญอีกอันหนึ่งนะครับก็คือการให้อภัยนะครับการให้อภัยก็คือ forgiveness นะครับ forgive นะครับก็คือสิ่งที่เด็กๆนะครับเวลาเขาทำผิดเขาทำแก้วแตกบอก broken นะทำ glass แตกบอกก็ I'm sorry นะครับขอโทษคือเด็กที่ต้องการแล้วบางทีเด็กเขาไม่ได้โกรธนานแล้วครับช่วงเวลาสั้นๆเนี่ยประเดี๋ยวเขาก็กลับมานะครับหอมพ่อแม่อีกแล้วนะครับเด็กไม่ได้มีการผูกใจเจ็บอันนี้คือสิ่งที่ต่างจากผู้ใหญ่นะครับครับผมก็สรุปให้ฟังสั้นๆนะครับคิดว่ามันเป็นเรื่องที่ตรงนะครับกับเรื่องของ parenting ของทุกชาติในโลกนะครับ yes just in brief I think why I just tell my audience in Thai because actually there is zero difference in terms of the mindset in the parenting, how to get a close approach, the appropriate approach to your child. But probably there are difference because of the tradition, the culture. But like a core, that is most important is exactly the same. And role model is a word that not only the things happen in your family, in the workplace, in any place, you probably behave like what you like to do. But don't forget when you like you and me, now we are showing up on a global platform. We cannot expect how many people will watch our video, our clip, and what is the message that probably touch their feeling. And that should be something very beneficial to them. So that is what I would like to share, and then why the reason why I translate into Thai. Yeah, and okay, as a life coach, yeah, I love to know about the life coach in a country in Thailand. I noticed that it's so obvious that so many online courses of coaching, life coach, AI coaching, and so many. But the life coach is still number one. But I would like to ask as a life coach, why? Why in the old day, the coaching about how to stay in this world, yeah, never think about the outsider or the any program to coach the people because at that time the way of life, yeah, like a parenting or something, yeah, it is transferred from generation to generation. And why in this digital age, that why this kind of the course is so popular. I mean, people cannot go on their life without any other advisor or something.
Yeah, they can, but it's a huge subject and a big subject and also sensitive subject about life coach. To be a life coach, I mean, first of all, you have to wonder yourself why those people are life coach, why they are, because majority of the life coaches, they are coaches, life coaches, because something happened in their past and because they lived a trauma probably in their past, and because in that time they needed a person to be with them, maybe only to talk, maybe only to listen. They needed someone with who to share, and they didn't have with whom. So they didn't know the name of life coaching that time, but they knew they need someone to talk. And after in a day they found that actually this work is called life coach, but it's not a work, it's a passion, it's something which you feel. Well, these things happens to me, how I became a life coach. And also our life coaches who they just practice this passion. It's not a passion then, it's a job. Because probably they think they can gain money, you know. Because why? Because everyone have problems, everyone have issues in their lives. That's why. And they probably think it's a good way to get money from people in more easy way. But it's a trap. It's a trap. So that's why you have to pay attention when you wants to hire or to work with a coach. I mean, to know who's that person. Is that person because he really wants to help people, or is that person just because he wants to make money? I don't have any problem with people who wants to make money and also they do their job good. I mean, maybe you want to make money and also to help people in a right way. But if you don't want to help people in a right way and only to do money, and your focus is just to get money, then don't call this kind of life coach, because he's not going to listen to your problems. He's just thinking about his money. So another example to give you why it's all over the place, this kind of life coaching, is because now with new technology people are getting more easily you know, to send messages to the people. I mean, the advertising, they can advertise this kind of work, and not only about life coaches in generally, whatever you want now is more easy thanks to the internet to make a post and to boost it if you want. So that's why. But let's go back to the real life coach. So me, before, when I was a little child, I always felt inside of me that I want to help people. I didn't know why, but I had this feeling. So it's a gift. It's a gift from God also to be a life coach. Yeah. And after also, I went in. I had a trauma in my life, which I'm not going to talk now in public. Okay. But I had a trauma. Now I'm okay. But thanks to that trauma, now maybe you will say how you can say thanks. But I can say thanks because trauma actually makes change you. Can change you in a bad person or in a good person. Now it depends on you how you take that trauma. Me, I took that trauma in a good way, and I said, I mean, because of the trauma, I could see the world in different way. I could see the world more deep, not only what you see outside, but what you see inside of you. So, going back to my trauma, I in that time I need a person to talk. and I didn't have with whom to talk because I didn't have trust in people, to tell what happened to me, And in a day, I just went to the church and I told to the father of church. I was a confession actually, and I told him what happened to me in my childhood. So in that time, when I opened my mouth and I told him my problem, what kept me like in a prison, because I was like in a prison, I didn't really feel that I'm living, was the first time when I could live. I really could live. It was like I was reborning myself, was a new Neluța. And from that time also, I also felt more and more that I want to help people because I saw, look how a person can help you. Just to tell. So you see, are things in our life which doesn't need money, needs only a person to listen to you, a person in whom you have trust and to tell. And you see, a person can save you, can save your life only by what? By talking. People sometimes they are not aware how much important is to have someone in whom you have trust and in whom you can tell what you have in your soul. It's so important. It's so important. So that's why a life coach can help you. Because that life coach will not go outside and tell to everyone, look what X or Y told me. No. If he's a real life coach, we'll keep for him. Because it's a confession. So that's why that person helped me to live.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I took
think
my trauma like a lesson, and I learned to see behind the body.
Yeah.
I can see and I can feel people.
Yeah. Sorry, probably that is like a big question because definition of the life coach is not easy to explain in short. Yeah, but you repeat so many times a word trauma. Yeah.
Yes.
Trauma. Yeah. As I work as a volunteer for a foundation. You probably know this called Puppy Children Right Protection Foundation. The trauma child. Yeah, that is the words that used among the psychologists. Yeah, trauma child. That is like a they got something bad when he was when they were so young as a child, like a sexual abuse, harassment, or something. So my question is a trauma. Yeah, that I said that is commonly used words among the psychologists. Could you please make a bit difference, life coach and psychologist? Do you think there's any gray area that is we can say that is like a common ground of these two words, life coach and psychologist?
Well, yeah, because in a life coach, we are not going too much. I mean, we are in the present, okay, in the present moment. So what we are doing, it's simple. From today to tomorrow, what we are going to do from today. I understand you had a problem in your past. Okay, this problem was in your past. It's finished. It's finished. So now let's find solution. You understand? A psychology,
Yes.
A psychologist, what he will do, he will go back into your past to see what was the problem in the time, and will try to help you. But a life coach will be in the present moment and will try to find solution. I mean, me as a life coach, I'm listening to you and you will find solution starting from today. And we are not going anymore in the past because it's finished, it's done. So that's the difference. I mean, we are not treating people. We are not treating people with medicine or something like that.
Yeah, very clear cut, very short and clear. ท่านผู้ชมครับเมื่อกี้ผมถามเขานะครับว่าผมได้ยินเขาพูดคำว่า trauma นะ trauma ก็คือเด็กที่มีความทรงจำที่ไม่ดีนะครับแล้วก็ถามว่า definition ของ life coach กับ psychologist เนี่ยนะครับซึ่งก็มักจะใช้คำว่าtrauma เหมือนกันนะครับของเด็กที่มีความฝังใจเนี่ยเขาบอกง่ายๆเลยนะครับ psychologist เนี่ยเขาก็จะฟังปัญหา in the past ในอดีตนะครับแล้วก็พยายามหาคำตอบแต่ถ้า life coach นะครับเราอยู่วันนี้นะครับแล้วก็มองไปข้างหน้าแล้วก็ที่จะโค้ชให้เขาดำเนินชีวิตต่อไปในอนาคตนะครับก็เป็นคำแปลที่ผมคิดว่าง่ายนะครับง่ายๆดีนะครับ yeah Annalisa I think I used to tell you about my friend about his dream and he said that he loved to be a coach, international coach, and finally he decided to study in like a psychology, philosophy.
Philosophy.
Yeah, that is what I never expect because he around with engineer, dad, scientist, mom. But finally, he decided, and he lived for 4 years after high school graduation. He said he not he he asked for gap, right? Gap year, so 1 year, and then he said he would like to figure out what he need, and then finally he confirmed that he would like to study in this area of the philosophy, and then so I don't know actually what is the curriculum he's studying because I never asked him. So today I asked you to be a good life coach. My question is what kind of a person to be a good life coach? I mean, the person would love to read many books in variety of area, and then tell the others like a storyteller. That's like a chauffeur, chauffeur knowledge. Chauffeur knowledge. That enough to be a good life coach, or it take time to be a life coach because 1 year is not enough to tell the people about the big things, big subject like you told me a while ago. Yeah, how to be a life coach, and surely I guess one among the what you are telling us is a lifelong learning, because the world is so dynamic. You cannot read book and then you just tell the people as a storyteller. I think it's not enough. We have 10 minutes.
Yes. No, you have to read people. I mean, reading books is good. It's amazing, and you can read lots of books if you want about whatever you want. But about being a coach, you have to be a coach for yourself first. I mean, to coach yourself, and after you can coach others people. When you work with yourself, you have to work a lot with you. First of all, to find and to see who you are, what you want, what you like, what you don't like, what makes you sad, what makes you happy. Yes, and after, I mean, to read about you, to know who you are, like a book, and after starting to read others people, and people are so different. I mean, if I talk to you, you are unique. If I talk to another one from another country, it's unique. We are all unique. And after all, not only that we are unique, but we have different cultures. So we need to know how to talk to their own language. And I'm not saying about the language of the country. I'm talking about the language of the culture. It's different culture. So how you get just by reading them, just by staying with them and listening to them. So it needs a long time to be a life coach. You can't be a life coach just in one day. Probably you are a life coach already, even if you didn't study and you don't know, but you are, because you had so many things into your life before, and even now you had too many challenges, and you faced all those challenges with success. So you can be a life coach even without studying. Okay, but to be, let's say, to fulfill your mind and to be legal, let's say like that, you have also to study. I mean, I don't say that you don't have to study. You have to study. You have to study, and you have to study a lot, even from the books. But the most important is the real life, to study the real life of the people.
Yes.
And people have usually the same problems and the same issue over and over again. So what are the main problems of the people? What are career? What I'm going to do? What are my goals? Families, for example. I want to marry, but I don't find anyone. Heartbreaking, for example, someone left you and stuff like that. Money, jobs, those are the main subjects about human being in generally. So yes, a life coach can help you like that. But as I said, you have first of all to be your coach for you first and after. And when you see a person in front of you, try to read that person like a book, because a person is a book. Really.
Yeah.
It's always an open book. So how you can read the person? By staying and by observing people and that person, how he's acting. Sometimes, I don't know if you wonder, but this question, hello, how are you doing? I'm fine. What about you? Don't you feel that it's a little robotic? Yes. Me, for example, because I had many people in my live streams before, and always I put this question, how are you doing? And they was not honest with me. They lied to me in face. They said, I'm fine, thank you. What about you? Even I saw they are not fine. Because you see the behavior, you see the body. Body is telling you another things, and the voice and the mouth is telling you other things. So it's not the same. So that's why a life coach will know if you're fine or not just by looking to you. And he will not tell you, hey, you are not fine. He will just let you like, because we are trying to help people. So if the person doesn't want to be helped, we are not going to force him. Hey, I see that you have a problem. Let me help you. No, we can just say like that. If you need anything, I'm here.
Yeah.
So
yes, Danusa, we have only 4 minutes. May I come to the last question? That is what I love to know. As an engineer, there are so many areas, electric, civil engineer, that need a specific engineer for any specific work. But for human being, they're like people, individual, like a unique. That means we have the 8,000 million population, world population. That means we have, the case is like a ton of the case. And my question is, you need to customize the course, or you have to contact or approach your the people you have to talk in person, or like I don't know. You have to have the customize when you approach to individual. Yeah, that's my question.
how do I didn't understand very well your question.
Yeah, I mean, when people have the different and very unique problem where they like to talk with the coach. There are so many coach, many style, and we need to select the right coach for yourself. That is my question.
Of course. Of course, you have to see if that coach is good for you. As I said in the beginning, can be a fake coach. So you need to make sure that the coach is the real coach. I mean, and you can find these things if you want. Whatever you find, if you want to find. I mean, it's important to have also a degree. I mean, to be studied these things. And but as I said, there are people who just have this gift. Just pay attention, because probably he's having his own mentality, and it's a complex subject here, you know. So a life coach needs to have to be neutral. I mean, to not belonging to a culture, because if he's belonging to a culture and you come from another culture, that coach will never ever help you. I mean, he will just make more problems than you have. So make sure that coach is from your culture. I would say, or if that coach is neutral. I mean, has no. what is his name? Robin, I forget his name. He's a very, very good coach and he's neutral.
Mhm.
So yeah, you have to look it
Okay.
about a real coach, not to make problem, but to help you to fix your problems.
Okay. Thank you. We have no time actually, and I think
We have
we
time. We
need
still
to.
have time. We are on the travel now.
But Zoom not allow us. But I like to conclude with one sentence. Yeah, that's you mentioned about the neutral. That is big words. So next time, yeah, we will start our program with the bias. Yeah, I have two words, the key words of bias. Yeah, we'll talk next time. This is a confirmation bias. And the second one is desirability bias. And bias and neutral is a different story. And let's talk next time. Thank you very much. And remember
You are
me
welcome.
to your lovely David.
Yes, thank you so much for having me here, and lots of love to all of you. And
Yes.
don't forget to smile and to be a good person wherever you are, wherever you go.
Yeah, you're most welcome. สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ
Adika. Bye.
Bye.